Hello, this is Dr. Do again. This video is outside of medicine. Continue to read the Psalm. I have finished the Psalm 107, which is the first Psalm, start of book 5. And I'm going to continue to read Psalm 108. I'm going to read it. A Psalm of David. My heart is steadfast, O God. I will sing and make music with all my soul. Awake, harp and lyre. I will awaken the dawn. I will praise you, O Lord, among the nations. I will sing of you among the peoples. For great is your love, higher than the heavens. Your faithfulness reaches to the skies. Be exalted, O God, above the heavens, and let your glory be over all the earth. Save us and help us with your right hand, that those you love may be delivered. God have spoken from his sanctuary. In triumph I will parcel your Shechem and measure of the valley of Succoth. Gilead is mine, Manasseh is mine, Ephraim is my helmet, Judah my scepter. Moab is my wash basin. Upon Edom I toss my sandal. Over Philistia I shout in triumph. Who will bring me to the fortified city? Who will lead me to Edom? Is it not you, O God, you who have rejected us, and no longer go out with our armies? Give us aid against the enemy, for the help of man is worthless. With God we will gain the victory, and he will trample down our enemies. So this is Psalm 108. In general, the tone is praise. I think it's kind of celebrate the victory and praise the God. Also with listing the how wonderful the God is. And I think this is repeated from previous psalm. I don't remember which psalm, but mentioned about the surrounding nations, what they do in terms of the relationship between them to Israel, because they believe the God, so they're the highest. And those neighbor countries like Shechem or Valley of Succoth, or Gilead, or Manasseh, or Moab, or Ephraim, like sandals or basin or scepter is Judah. I think this mentioned because Judah is the scepter. David need to use the scepter to ruin the nation. And also, so this is about the Psalm 108. My heart is steadfast, O God. I will sing and make music with all my soul. So this is a Psalm of David. We know the author, but we do not know the circumstances. We do not know the time when he wrote this. But to me, I think it's he already won the throne, the kingship, and continue to battle to around the neighbor nations and ask God or praise God for the victories above, gave the Israelite above all the nations. So awake, harp and lyre, I will awaken the dawn. I will praise you, O Lord, among the nations. I will sing of you among the peoples. So this is saying praise, morning and dawn, start early time. I will awaken the dawn. So dawn probably is the darkest time before the sunshine, I guess. But I just say, awake, harp and lyre, I will awaken the dawn. I will praise you, O Lord, among the nations. I will sing of you among the people. Just the mind or the heart with great thanks and praise this God. For great is your love, higher than heavens. Your faithfulness reaches to the sky. This is again deeply praised because the faithfulness from God. At the same time, I think emphasize the faithfulness for the people to the God, like himself. Be exalted, O God, above the heavens, and let your glory be over all the earth. So let your glory be over all the earth, and let all the praises sing to you. Save us and help us with your right hand, that those you love may be delivered. Now it's kind of pray. Please, we praise you. You are the Most High. You are the worthy. And now please save us, help us, deliver us from those evil hands. God has spoken from his sanctuary. So after this pray, and God answered. This quoted. In triumph I will parcel out Shechem and measure off the valley of Succoth. So this is what God said. I'm going to flatten those valleys or the mountains, or parcel, just wrap it out. Gilead is mine, Manasseh is mine. This is still God saying, Ephraim is my helmet and Judah my scepter. So this is continue to say that what God told him after the prayer is Gilead or Manasseh or Ephraim, they are all mine. Ephraim is my helmet, is protection, and Judah my scepter is the power. I ruin with this scepter. Moab is my wash basin. So I use that to wash. And upon Edom I toss my sandals. So I put my sandals around Edom. Over Philistia I shout in triumph. So I just so in general it's just saying how great, how wonderful the promise of this God is. The answer for God to them is from the valley to the mountain, and from Philistia, Edom, and Ephraim. All of those neighboring countries belong to, like his house. He tossed the sandals. He lay out the wash basin, and also he used as a helmet and also the scepter. So this is the promise from God, or the answer God to David. Who will bring me to the fortified city? Who will lead me to Edom? Is it not you, O God, you who have rejected us and no longer go out with our armies? So still, God, even though you're the one who really bring me to the fortified city, lead me to the Edom, and even though you rejected us before, not going out with armies, but you will now to claim those victories. Give us aid against the enemy, for the help of man is worthless. Again saying the help of man is worthless. With God we will gain the victory, and he will trample down our enemies. Only the God, the sovereign God, had the sovereign power to defeat the enemies and to gain the victory. So this is the Psalm 108. So from this Psalm 108, first of all we see the praise based on the faithfulness between God and the people of Israelites, and also to see the promise God gave David. All of those nations will be under his reign, under his scepter, and also ask God, you have done those miraculous deeds before. Bring me to the fortified city, but currently or previously you also turn away from our enemy, from our armies, and no longer go out with our armies. That was a previous time. But now ask God, please give us aid again against enemy, and to claim the triumph. So this is Psalm 108. From this we know it's written by David. Of course, all the psalms written by David pretty much falling in the same style: praise, pray, and also continues with the faith. Also seeing the real part. Actually, this did not list this psalm does not list of the agony or anguish, but just briefly mention the promise of God. Actually, emphasize this promise from God and continue to pray and praise. So I'm going to stop here, and you can read and interpret in your own way. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.